If you're planning to go on your first solo trip lately, this video is for you. When I was 19 years old, a few years ago, I did my first solo trip in Slovenia, an Eastern European country, very small country. It's about 2 million inhabitants, I think. So it's like, yeah, it's a really small country. I went there solo for 3 months. I know I was going to be in like such a big adventure I wasn't ready for, definitely. But you know, when you're 19 years old, you have some fears, but you're like also really excited to see what the world really is and how people live in another country. That was actually the way I felt at the time. So I was pretty excited, but of course, I had some fears. The first thing to know before going on a solo trip is that you're going to be scared, even though you already traveled with a friend or with anybody else. When you travel alone, it is completely different, and the fear will hit you before you go to this new country, to this new adventure, but it will also be there once you get in the country. When you just land in the country, you will feel it, and it is absolutely normal. You have to feel this fear. Don't try to run away from this fear. So what kind of fear are we talking about? We're talking about the fear of being alone, the fear that no one's there will know you. Like, if something happens to you, nobody will notice it. And that's what it is to travel alone, actually. Your heart will probably beat a bit faster at the beginning because this, it just goes with the fear. Your brain will probably be in like this overthinking mode, but it's okay, it's fine. You will understand that you're just like completely okay, that you're just allowed and able to do it alone. The best thing you just need to remind here is don't try to run away from those fears. It's completely okay. The second thing you need to understand is that you will have to adapt. You'll have to adapt and fast. When you get in a new country, everything is different. Even though you're traveling close to your usual country, like for example, if you live in France like I do, if you go to Germany, it's pretty close, but the culture is definitely really different. So you have to adapt to everything and everybody. When you go on a solo trip, you are the plan. Like, there's nobody else to just give you the way. You are the navigator. You are the one who translates, even though now you have like AI and Google Translate, but you got it. You are the figure it out before you panic person. And trust me, your body and your brain both are they're just made for that. You can handle it easy. Then the third and last thing I'm going to share with you today is you will meet part of yourself you never met before. And that's the most beautiful thing of traveling alone. You have a lot of others reasons why it's magical to travel alone, but the fact that you will rediscover yourself is probably the best one to me. This is probably the part that no one talks about, but when you talk about solo traveling, it's not just only about traveling alone. It really means meeting the version of yourself, the version you really are, and really understanding what you can do, who you really are deeply inside. And that's the best part of it, because when you travel alone, you are just like out of your comfort zone. When you're out of this comfort zone, you will be acting differently than in your usual regular life. During those 3 months, I had to handle all the problems and issues I got. I also met beautiful people from all around the world. I was a student at the time, so yeah, I had like such good moments with other international students. I figured out random situations I would avoid here. But when you're alone in another country, you just have to like face your fears and just go for it. And thanks to this first trip, I just realized like, oh, well, yeah, I am capable of doing it, and I think I loved it. I just wanted to do it again, and of course I did make some mistakes, but you just learn. You just learn so much about yourself, about the way you act with people, the way you act when you get into another culture. It's a lot of learning, and that's what I loved about it. So yeah, this first solo trip and all the trip I did since then, they changed me in a way that a regular trip with friends or with family wouldn't have. So yeah, you should go solo tripping. If you have any questions, just please ask them in the comments. I will be definitely like honored to give you answers. I'll probably make also videos about it because I did a lot of solo trips and I love it. Please ask questions if you want. You can subscribe to the channel too. And yeah, I'll keep you in touch. See you soon.